Hello everyone, Alec Aldra the SideQuest Gamer here, and this topic was requested by my good friend Justin Teeter after he and his twin brother were discussing the disappearance of split-screen multiplayer from first-person shooters and the majority of AAA release games. This aspect of gaming is something I've honestly haven't noticed until there was a controversy over the release of Halo 5, not including split-screen multiplayer. With Halo being a franchise famous for its co-op split-screen multiplayer, it's a strange design choice for the 5th installment to do so, especially since Halo is one of those games that are debatably better with a friend. And while Halo 5 is not completely eliminating that better with a friend mentality, it's just doing it by other means. As with Halos 1 through 4 and Reach, I remember playing co-op with my sister, my friends, and even my dad at one point. It was a very engaging experience, and despite the screen being distractingly divided, multiplayer was chaotic yet extremely fun. At some occasions, they would distract the enemies while I take them out, and vice versa. It's just the strategy and the teamwork that just makes the experience all the more satisfying, that you won't get with just a single player campaign. Split Screen allowed the player to take in the surrounding living room chaos of their friends mashing the plastic buttons and cussing whenever you kill them in Halo Versus mode. Not only that, but with racing games like Mario Kart Double Dash, the most insane Mario Kart experience, mind you, you and your friends have never been more competitive as one tries to best the other in these already obstacle-heavy racetracks. Most of the time it was a war of attrition as the friends I hang out with are evenly skilled with me, but it was the best war of attrition a Saturday night could ask for. Mother tells you to turn on the lights when the TV is on, but you keep the room dark because no one wants to get up and turn on the lights. No, we gotta play our game. We just gotta play our game and we got no time for that. Along with this experience is a large bowl of popcorn or potato chips partially spilled out and several empty cans of energy drinks or caffeinated beverages laying carelessly on the floor. There is just nothing like those types of nights that split-screen multiplayer brought, and now that's all coming to an end. With the internet constantly evolving, internet speeds have increased, and for the past 8 years, companies have been taking advantage of these new capabilities. And they have every right to do so, as there is some perks to it, like you can have the entire screen to yourself while playing with others and chat with them, but there's just something that seems less social about it at the same time. Friends would still hang out, but with games like Halo 5 eliminating split screen completely, gamers and their gamer friends could hang out from a great distance away. Just log on and make your private lobby exclusive to just your friends and then duke it out from the safety of your own home. They play as player 1 from their house and you play as player 2 from yours. You're welcome to use a headset to communicate, but the sound quality I wouldn't even call on par with a telephone. And it's just not the same as the face-to-face communication you had with a split-screen multiplayer. You're not comfortable with the slow and steady paradigm shift from split-screen to online gaming, but you grow accustomed to it. Why is this? Well, with split-screen games, you and your friends can play together with just the one disc. The one game you paid a set price for, that they didn't have to pay for. But if companies can get you and your friend to each buy the game, double profit. Minus the cost of maintaining the online servers, but still, $120 is very appealing to a company compared to just $60. Who knows, with online multiplayer, you meet all sorts of strangers that will either be your friend or foe. Best case scenario, new friend for life that you can contact online, meaning you will convince each other to get the next installment of the game that was played, meaning more money for the company. Wash, rinse, repeat with new friends you meet online, because you're just not happy with the one friend. No, you gotta meet more friends. I mean, from a profit standpoint, would it make sense to have a 1 to 4 player split screen experience on one disc? All of your friends would have to do is just come over. They don't need to buy the game, they just have to come over. A company doesn't want these 3 friends to sponge off the fun from their one friend's copy. No, that would be unacceptable from a profit standpoint. That's 180 potential American dollars lost. It's sad, really. While not all games are abandoning split screen completely, the majority are, and I don't see this changing back, except for indie games maybe. But video game publishers have to make a profit to satisfy investors, and I bet those investors are having lobster tonight with well-aged wine to drink with it because so far, it's working. I will say that there are a great portion of games that do have some multiplayer options, either be split screen or just a shared screen like most fighting games, but there are so many games that are going online multiplayer. They're focusing on online multiplayer. And there are advantages to online gaming, like you get to have the whole screen to yourself, to see everything in front of you, instead of everything being shrink down to a little box on the TV. But the saddest thing is that eventually the servers will shut down for games like Halo 5, locking out any form of multiplayer forever. In 15 years, your copy of Halo 5 will become a single-player only experience. How do you feel about that? There's no stopping this paradigm shift in gaming, as it makes sense from a profit standpoint to offer online-only multiplayer, but we can at least enjoy the games that do offer offline multiplayer, split screen or not, like fighting or racing games. But we all know that online multiplayer will be a priority for these publishers. At least you'll have the entire screen to yourself while communicating and playing with your friends online, I guess. But that's just my 2 cents on the issue. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to stay awesome.